Hi. I will wait for a few more people to jump on. But this needs to go out. All right. So I don't want to wait too long because the message is here. So I'm just going to put it out there. So, man, this is going to go for the New Age movement. Okay. It was never supposed to have a false name. Okay. It was never supposed to be named because he is the Lord. Okay, man's tactic to create more fear and is creating a false name on the spiritual awakening. In their words, the New Age movement. This is false. And I want everybody to know that. All right. It was never the New Age movement. It was never a movement. The Lord is the same today, yesterday, and tomorrow. Okay. He does not change. It is man that changed that. The lying pin of the scribes. Okay. I don't want to go further. If you want to know more about that, you can go on my other live videos and I'll explain that. I'm having a lot of glitches, so my guides are definitely here. Man is crying out right now. The lost. This is the lost. The lost people are crying out in fear. Okay, and they're calling it the New Age group or movement. My cat wanted to. This is Emma. Oh, Emma. Say hi. Hi. Say hi. She's like, I don't want nothing about this. And they're crying out, they're under attack. They're under attack. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're just conflicted because the truth is here. And you're like, oh my gosh, what is this? Blah, blah, blah. It's so bright. I need to run in fear. No, that's something that you need to look at inside of yourself. Okay. And come to reality. All right. Free yourself from the illusion of man and give yourself the gift of unconditional love from the Lord. You know, it makes me upset that people are putting false names and everything. See, all the information comes straight from the Lord. Okay. All my messages come straight from the Lord. How do you explain that? It can happen for you too. All right. You just got to let him in. Let the Lord in and you'll feel that love. All right. Man will always try to dim the light of God. Like, what's happening? They're putting a false name on the spiritual awakening. It's ridiculous. And it's man procreates the fear in the world. All right. And if you allow his voice in, you would know that. You have all the answers here. He gave you all of that in here. You have all of God's love in here. Okay, in here. And I will help you a little bit more. Okay, I asked a question yesterday because it was a question that I wanted to know because I was still. And the promises of heaven. Okay, you know how it talks about the promises in heaven in the Bible? Okay, the promises of heaven was procreated by man to cause them to fall under the control of man, a fear mechanism man made. His love and his promise is in here. He already gave you the promises. You have all of his promises. He is a faithful God, and you have all of his love here. We hold all of his promises inside of all of us. All his love is found in the sacred space of the heart. All right, the word of man is the void in life. The word of man is the void in life. All right. It has no purpose. It has no drive, no power over the light. All right. And man will always, always create new names for this to create fear, to keep you under man's control, under the illusion of man. Free yourself from that illusion. Free yourself. You need to free yourself from that illusion because it just, what is it giving you? Nothing. You go to your 9 to 5 job, you come home feeling like crap, and then you have nothing to show for it for at the end of the week. Like, never dim your light for others. Never. And I mean that. Never dim your light for others. Don't worry about what they have to say. Because, honey, you got unconditional love inside of you. You got all the love you need. You got God's love. All right? It said, never dim your light for others because this is how they find me. I am always with you. These are the messages coming straight from Source, the Lord. Okay? Wake up. Wake up. And stop falling for all these new names that man wants to co-create to cause you fear. No, you hold all his promises. Do not let anybody steer you wrong. You hold all his promises. He made that promise to you. He already has the victory. You hold all the promises. You hold all his love. Free yourself because it's just so beautiful. His love and his grace. Pray, have faith, keep hope. He answers you. He talks. When you pray, you get a direct answer, but you didn't hear the direct answer because you're blocked off. Okay? Meditation. And it talks about meditation over 50 times in the Bible. But I'm not going back there because that's the old. Okay? All right, I'm getting direct messages from the Lord. The lost is crying out. They're crying wolf. Free yourself from the illusion. Do yourself a favor and release yourself. Because his love, he loves all of us. He loves us all. Like, I had to come on here and jump on here to tell you guys that. He loves you. He loves you. And he wants everybody to know his love. So do yourself a favor and accept his love. Stop listening to all this falsity in the world because that's all it is. Man's tactic to cause you fear and keep you under man's control. It was never supposed to be like that. So he's coming. He never left, just to let you know. He never left. He's been here the entire time. We just wasn't listening. We were listening to man and what they wanted us to hear to keep us in a fear-based, whatever you want to call that. The gift of God, his unconditional love. The lost is crying out that they're being attacked. Or proclamation, whatever that word is. I don't even know what that means, but that just came through. So they're crying wolf, but really they're lost. These are the lost people crying out. And the light workers, us, they see us. We're shining bright. And you have to be that pillar, that beacon of light, so the lost can find the Lord. Like I said, well, not like I said, like the Lord said, never dim your light for others, because this is how they find me. Oh my gosh. I wish people would just wake up, because the truth is coming out, regardless of how they feel, regardless if it makes them feel conflicted. Because if you're feeling conflicted, there may be something you need to go inside of yourself and let go of some things. Because it was never supposed to be like that. Yes, the confliction. Wake up, people. Wake up, please. Because he never left. The promises of heaven are inside of you. He gave you that love. He gave you us. He gave you us. He gave us the gift of his love and the abundance of his love. Like letting go of ego, letting go of rejection, letting go of material things and past traumas that don't serve you no more, that don't bring you happiness. You need to raise your vibration, because staying in a lower vibration actually attracts like narcissistic people to your life. If you're wondering why, you're like, why every time I get into a relationship, whatever it may be, it always turns to, you know the words I'm going to say, but I'm not going to say it. It's because you're attracting those kind of people to your life. You're attracting that. So if you have joy, you have God's unconditional love, they're gonna come to you. They're gonna find you because you're a beacon of light. So, and the Lord's telling me that this is the paradigm shift. This is the shift in perception. This is the truth coming to light. So you have the ability to free yourself. So you can do anything, all things through Christ who strengthens me. Oh, I have one more message. Okay. All right. So I asked the question, what is life? Okay. And the answer I got back was shocking. All right. What is life is not a question. But to know what life is, we have to experience life with full feelings and full authenticity. Then you will know what life is, your purpose, your personal soul growth, and your experience in the earth plane. So no more indoctrine of the time of man's control. No more. You're free. You're free. Leave the past behind you. God's word is in his voice. Meditate, ground yourself. You hold all the answers within you. So however you want to take that, hi, new people that just jumped on, feel free to pause the video. I'm about to get off of here. Those were the last messages that I had that I really needed to get out, because that's an issue right now. And if you want to stop the video and go to the beginning, because there's some really good messages there. So thank you all so much for stopping by. I love you all, and God's light be with you.